Hello everybody. I wanted to make a quick video on a little project I've been working on. As you can see here, it is a chess set. And modeling chess pieces in a 3 by 3 by about 10 area is quite difficult, but this is what I came up with. You know, the castle here, the knight, it looks kind of like a horse, right? Kind of. Bishop, queen and the king, and then the pawns. But yeah, this is my chess set. Maybe someday I will make it to a little bit larger scale so I can get more detail in the pieces here. But for now, this is what you get. So, and what's cool about this particular chess set is the logic behind all the pieces. Now, you can't just select a piece and move it wherever you want and kind of rely on your opponent to determine if that's a valid move or not. The logic that's built in actually makes it so you can only move a piece the way it was intended to be moved. So I can kind of show you here. For example, if I select this pawn here and I try to move him, let's say 3 spaces out, it's going to say invalid move. Now I can only move him 1 or 2 spaces out. So he moves there. Now let's say I select him again and I try to go 2 more spaces. Invalid move. So after a pawn moves, he can only move 1 space after that. Just like that. So I'll select him again and move his space. Now what happens when he gets to another piece here? Can he continue to move forward? No, invalid move. Pawns can only attack sideways, so captured. And that goes for other pieces. Let's go to the knight here. Select him. Now knight can only move in an L format, right? Right there. Select him again. Let's say I try to move him here. Invalid move. How about here? Yeah, that's a valid move. How about the queen? The queen can go all different directions. So let's select her. And let's just try to move here. Doesn't work. How about over here? Yep, that works. So the queen can move diagonal. How about sideways? Let's try to go all the way over here. Yep. All right. What about some other pieces here? Let's move this pawn out of the way and go to our castle here. So the castle move forward and backwards, left and right, so that worked. How about sideways? All the way over here. That worked too. Good. And then what else? We have the bishop, can only move sideways. Well, let's select this guy here. Whoops. And let's have him move all the way up here. There we go. Another thing, what if a white piece is in the way of another white piece? Like this pawn here. So let's select the queen and see if I can move on the other side of the pawn here. Invalid move. So it doesn't let me do that either. So all pieces follow their own rules in terms of how they can move and capture other pieces. Like the pawn can only capture sideways. It can't capture what's directly in front of it. And then like if I take the queen here, or maybe the knight here, We'll select him. He can capture this guy here. Yeah. And then another thing that's built in is, so I select the queen. I'll move her over here. Let's say I select the queen and I want to capture the guy behind a guy, or this bishop behind this pawn here. Will it let me do it? No, because that pawn is in the way. But I can capture that pawn there. So yeah, the logic is all built in using command blocks, and yeah, each piece has to follow its own rules, and which I think is pretty cool, right? I'm currently working on some of the more advanced logic, such as being able to castle your king, and that is proving to be a lot more difficult than I thought, because there has to be something that detects if your king has been moved, or if a castle's been moved, then it won't allow you to castle. You have to have, you know, open space between your king and your castle in order to do that. Another thing I've been working on is en passant for the pawns, and that's proving to be quite difficult. So if you select a pawn here, and if you move him up 2 spaces, this opposing pawn here is able to capture this pawn by moving to this square here. So that's proving to be a little tricky. And then another thing is being able to promote a pawn when it gets to the end of the board here. That shouldn't be too bad, but you never know. And then the last thing is to make it a 2-player game. So right now you can only control the white pieces. So setting up another kind of control area here on the other side, and then 2 people can play at the same time. And then once all that's done, I think this will be a pretty solid chessboard. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and if you like the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more cool command block setups. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.